Okay, hi guys. I hope you people are doing well. So welcome to this AAA How to Pass session. My name is Luqman Rafiq. Let me just give you a bit of a background about myself. I've been in teaching profession for more than 13 years now and have been teaching different subjects for different qualifications. The agenda for session today is that we are going to discuss that what exactly are the core areas of AAA and how as a student you can go about passing the AAA examination. So that's something that we are going to talk about. Now let's discuss, let's talk. Now before I proceed, let me just guide you people a bit from the Scriber Academy's platform. There are 3 AAA courses that are being offered, and those courses are being offered by myself. Those courses are being offered by Sir Kashif Kamran and Mr. Munir Shafi. The major differences between the 3 of these courses is that for the Munir Shafi, it's a 100% live course. And obviously you get the recordings of the sessions also. For Sir Kashif Kamran and myself, these courses are in the recorded format. But what we additionally do is that I do conduct some live sessions also. And Sir Kashif Kamran, he also does the live sessions occasionally as per his own conveniences. But if any one of you would like to actually go about doing a AAA live batch, so we have got a batch by Munir Shafi, which is going on live. But for the recorded sessions, you could be with me or Sir Kashif Kamran. Now let's move a bit forward and let's discuss further. See, what happens is that when it comes to the AAA examination, this is one of those papers which has got the highest attempt ratio across the globe. So you've got 4 option papers. The highest number of students sitting an option paper is for AAA. The second highest is for the AFM. The third highest is for the ATX, and the last one of them is for the APM. Now, that's something that's there with respect to the AAA, that we know that with respect to AAA, it has got the highest number of students across the globe attempting the AAA paper. But
The person that I think we should have the keys.
Maybe.
okay, so basically what happens is that the highest number of people who attempt a AAA, who attempt an optional exams are for the AAA, and the lowest numbers are for the APM. But there is something which is unfortunate. And what is that unfortunate thing? The unfortunate thing is that the pass rate for AAA examination is hardly between 30% to 35%. That means it simply means 1 out of 3 students they pass. 1 out of 3 students they pass. Now, this is a very, very bad pass ratio as compared to the other optional papers, especially during the current attempt. I actually saw that the AFM pass rate has shooted up quite a lot. So that's where the difference is. Now, what is the reason for only 1 student out of the 3 passing in? Let's have a discussion about it. Let's talk about this fact. Basically, what happens is that there are some core areas of AAA which I would like to identify. And what are those core areas of AAA? One of them is C. The audit starts where the accounting ends. And if you're not good at accounting, you cannot do the audit paper. So for you to be able to pass the auditing paper, the most important aspect is that you have to make sure that you have got the accounting standard knowledge. If you don't have the accounting standard knowledge, if you don't have an appropriate knowledge of accounting standard, you just cannot pass the audit paper. And believe me, what happens is that around 45% to 50% of the paper is based on the accounting standard knowledge. So at times when the students, they come to me, they say that I was not good at F8, which is the AA paper. So I tell them that, look, this AAA is the advanced version of SBR and not the advanced version of AA. You know why? The reason being that when it comes to the AAA paper, there is a significant portion of SBR that is being tested here. Why? Because the examiner tests the different scenarios where the different accounting standards are being applied. And when he tests those different scenarios where different accounting standards are applied, so the accounting standard knowledge is a very essential knowledge that every one of you should know. The accounting standard knowledge is a very essential knowledge that almost every one of you should know. Now, so one of the aspects of AAA is that You should know the accounting standards. That's an important area. The second important thing to pass the AAA examination is to know the answering techniques. Is to know the answering techniques. If you are not going to be good at answering the questions, if you're not going to be good at answering the questions, you will never be able to pass the AAA paper. And there is a lot of material. There are a lot of technical articles that are available on the ACCA website also that actually guide you towards how exactly you should be passing the AAA examination. So there is a ample amount of guidance available for you to be able to pass the AAA paper. And the third thing is that the application skills. See, what happens is that you might have complete knowledge, you might have complete understanding, but you have not attempted the examination questions. If you have got complete knowledge and if you have not attempted the examination questions, resultingly, what is probably going to happen is that you won't be able to pass. I repeat, you won't be able to pass. For you to be able to pass, you should have accounting standard knowledge. You should have the relevant technical knowledge of answering the question. And the third thing is that you should have the application skills, that how exactly you are going to apply that relevant knowledge to a given scenario. That's an important thing with respect to AAA. I personally think majority of the students, they fail because of either of these lackings. I mean, it could be one or it could be more, but there has to be one of these lackings that leads to a failure. So now, for you people who would like to actually go about with the AAA examination, there is something that I would like to tell you, and that is basically that I've got with me I've got with me the syllabus also of the AAA, and you could actually see with respect to the AAA syllabus that there are some areas of the syllabus that are being mentioned. What are those areas of the syllabus? Let me just take you. Okay, see, if you could look at this specific area, you could see that there are multiple sections. Amongst those multiple sections, what I would say is that this section is the most important of all. The section D, which is planning and conducting an audit of historical financial statement. Plus what happens is that these three areas, the regulatory environment, the ethical considerations, and the quality management, they're generally examined in tandem to each other. Then you have got section number D, and then you have got this section E, which is about completion and reporting. And lastly, you've got other assignments, which includes the ISRE, which includes the ISAE, which includes ISRS. So these are the things that are actually there. Now, if I talk about the way that the AAA paper is examined is that there are generally three questions. The question number one is of 50 marks. Question 2 is of 25 marks. Question 3 is again of 25 marks. Out of those 50 marks, the 10 marks are for the professional skills. So 40 marks are the technical marks that would be there. Out of these 25, 5 marks are for the professional skills, 20 marks are technical. Here again, it's the 20 technical mark and the 5 marks are the professional marks. So in total, you have got 20 professional marks across the syllabus, and you've got 80 marks, which are the technical marks. Now, for you to be able to pass the AAA examination or any other optional examination, you got to make sure that you score well in this professional area. And for you to be able to score well in this professional area, believe me, there is no rocket science. The only important thing is that you should have good grip over the technical knowledge. You should have the good grip over technical knowledge. If the technical knowledge is weak, you would never get the professional marks. So the technical knowledge has to be strong. Once you have got a strong technical knowledge, automatically you will get into the professional marks. You'll be able to get the professional marks. Now let me just guide you people a bit. Let me just take you people through. Basically what happens is that, as I told you, there are those professional marks that are there. I told you that there are these technical marks that have to be taken. So resultingly, how exactly are we going to score the marks? What exactly is it that we have to prepare for? So see, what happens is that if you wish to prepare for the AAA, you could actually prepare AAA using the different blocks. This could be considered as block 1. This could be considered as block 2. This could be considered as block 3. And this could be considered as block 4. So you would have to actually split the syllabus into the 4 blocks, which is block 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what exactly is going to be the difference between these blocks, the block 1, 2, 3, and 4? Let me just guide you a bit. The block 1, which is the regulatory environment, like what are the rules and regulations that are prevalent on the companies to perform the audit? What are the rules and regulations that are applicable on an audit firm while performing the audit? Then the application of the code of ethics, dealing with the ethical situations, these things. And lastly, there is this another area, which is the ISQC, the international standards on quality assurance. So this ISQC application is also very, very important, that how in a given scenario you would make sure that the audit quality is maintained. How in a given scenario you would make sure that the audit complies with the quality standards. That's also an important area. So generally speaking, this is something of an area that is examined together. And if you wish to prepare as a student, you got to make sure that you consider all three as a single section and you focus upon all those three areas. The second is that the second area that you can move on to is this block 2. And over here, you would be needing the accounting standard knowledge also. So what you would be needing is that you would be needing the accounting standard knowledge also. Without the accounting standard knowledge, you just cannot get through this section. And usually what happens is that the question number 1 and at times either of question number 2 or question number 3 also carries this specific area. But question number 1 is mandatorily from this area, which is the planning and conducting of the audit and historical financial information. Then you have got the block 3, completion and reporting, which would include the completion phase of the audit. That would include the reports that are being created for the audit. That would also include the final stages of the audit. So there are those things that would prevail. And lastly, with respect to this, you would have the ISRE, ISAE, ISRS. These are the things that are going to be there. Now, the way I've actually prepared this AAA course is that I have gone through topic by topic, lecture by lecture, which is addressing the different scenarios, different situations. And I've also emphasized a lot upon the preparation of the accounting standard, because I believe if you don't have good accounting standard knowledge, you just cannot pass the AAA paper. So what I would actually suggest to you people is that from now, which is the 22nd of July, up till I think 4th of September, you would have around 40 days to prepare. Now, if you have 40 days to prepare for it, what are you actually going to do with respect to it? So just try to understand that if you focus on this block 1, you focus on block 2, you focus on block 3, you focus on block 4. The block 1, you can give 5 days. Block 2, you can give 10 days. Block 3, you can give around 5 days. Block 4, you can give around 5 days. If you spend your time like this, you would be able to do the entire course to be completed within the next 25 days. And then what you could do is that you could plan out what? You could plan out to do 5 questions from this area. You could plan out to do 10 questions from this area, 5 from here, 5 from here. Resultingly, what would happen is that you would be standing at 25 questions in total. Now, let me just guide you. What happens is that we at Subscriber Academy, we have got a system where you would be given the assignments. And you could submit those assignments and those assignments could be marked. There are 2 ways. I mean, like every tutor has got a different, there are assignments that are to be marked by the tutor. There are assignments that are to be marked by the teaching associate. So that is both the things actually exist. And then in addition to this, we would be having 2 mock examinations. So those 2 mock examinations plus you would be getting the feedbacks onto those mock examinations also. So I repeat, there are going to be 2 mock examinations plus the feedbacks that you would get onto the mock. So how you should go about with the AAA, just make sure that you go through the block, you go through that specific content, you try to attempt the questions related to that specific content, and then submit some assignments for that, then go through the other content, then go through those questions and try to attempt some questions, submit the assignments, go on and on. So this is how it should actually be done. Now, these 15 questions, these 25 questions are to be done in the last 15 days before the examination. So just make sure that you complete the syllabus within the next 20 days. 25 days, and then you try to do the examination questions within the next 15 days. That's the best approach that you could adopt if you wish to go about with the AAA examination. Now, before I could actually discuss further, I would be happy to accept questions from you and to actually answer in case if there are any queries, any issues that you people would like to ask. So I would be happy to answer them. So yes, you could go about and ask the questions. If you would like to unmute, you can unmute. If you don't want to unmute, you could just type it out. I would start off with Amna Razak. Amna, if you can ask the questions in case if you have got any. Amna, you can ask any questions in case if you have. If you don't have any question, that's okay, that's fine. Ghulam Mushtaba, Imran Maqbool, Lizuba, Mohammed Jahangir, anyone having any other any questions, you can unmute, you can ask. Imran, how are you doing?
Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Islam, how is the weather in Riyadh? Are you in Riyadh or
Sir,
Jeddah?
Jeddah, sir. I'm in Jeddah. Actually, it's very hard to catch you, honestly.
Uh, no,
Honestly,
that's a fact, unfortunately.
really, sir. I don't know. Several times I sent you the messages, and I
Was
also
really
talked to the
extremely
other
sorry. The
students
problem
also.
is that unfortunately so many messages, and that I literally at times I feel like that I should actually hand over my mobile to some assistant to ask
Mhm.
them to actually go through the mobile phone, because you see what happens is that this is a common complaint amongst the students that they are not able to reach me out.
Mhm.
I'm sorry about it, but
It's okay, sir.
believe me,
No
at
issue.
times gets very difficult to actually go
But
through it.
actually, your one reply normally are very important for us. Actually, so that's why I was very wondering. I did not catch you. Anyhow, first of all, sir, I would like to thank you very much for this amazing session, because this has given us a very straight way that how we can approach to the AAA. Actually, I was dropped on 38 in my December attempt, and
Hmm.
this will be my second attempt, and I wanted to be get it. Anyhow, the first question is, sir, when the live classes will be started, and we need a schedule from your side so we can make a plan. And the second question is, uh, because this is my weakness. In the last attempt, I was overlapped with the timing, and I have expensed out more of my time on the very first question, risk and assessment.
Hmm.
It has taken, I think, so 2 hours from me, and then after that, the 1 hour is yani, was not sufficient for me to allocate to the other two questions. So how I can overcome this weakness, and so I can separate my time to each and every question according to the whatever they have deserved. So I can manage my next attempt. Yeah, this is my weakness. So I need a response from you so I can follow. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, see what happens is that the time management is an issue for a lot of students, and that is also one of the major reasons of the failure. But you see what happens is that with respect to time management, there is only one thing that can help you improve the time management, and that is simply the more, I repeat, the more you try to practice the questions, the better it is going to be, because once you have the real exam questions, you attempt those examination questions, uh, you'll be able to actually increase your pace. So the more the practice is, the better is going to be time management. Just try to make sure that you attempt more and more questions, and you even count the time that you spend while doing those questions. So that's one thing that I would suggest. Secondly, with respect to live classes, I'm going to finalize my live classes schedule today, because I'll be taking 2 live sessions for AAA during a week, and those 2 sessions would focus upon the examination questions. That's it. I mean, like, I would not be going through the content, I would be doing the examination questions during the live class. So I'll be just finalizing my schedule tonight, inshallah.
Okay.
The third thing is that I think what I would also do is that I would also share with you people that what I would be doing in those live sessions, right? So that's
Okay.
also something that I'm going to share. So just allow me time till tonight because I'm having a back-to-back session since morning today. So I have got sessions till 10:30 p.m. Pakistan time. Like I've got two more sessions till after this. So we'll be able to respond back, inshallah, inshallah around 11:30 or by midnight today.
Okay, and sir, actually, for the time being, I have registered with Sir Munir, and I just would like to ask you how I can get your group access of the AAA.
Okay, now you see what happens is that you study with Munir Shafi because I think you need live sessions 100%. So Munir is doing the live session, so you study with Munir. Plus, what happens is that when I do conduct some live sessions, you may also join those classes. That's okay. Plus, the WhatsApp group link could be shared to you people. In fact, I think that we were thinking of creating a community for AAA. So in fact, I already have one of the communities for AAA. So what I just do is that I would share with you people a link to that AAA community so that in case if any one of you would like to join, you can be part of it.
Yes, please.
Let
Yes.
me just share. Okay, Amna Razak, what you are asking is that can we do both SBR and AAA? Amna, first of all, my apologies. I think you messaged me in the WhatsApp also, and I just could not respond back to you. Amna, if you are a full-time student, you can do it. But if you're not a full-time student, I don't suggest you doing both the SBR and AAA together. Okay, who else would like to ask any questions, please? You're most welcome to ask. Yeah, anyone else would like to ask any questions, please? Yeah, sure, Jahangir, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, Lizuba, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah, good morning from here.
Good morning. Where are you from?
I'm in Canada.
Are you from Canada? How cold is it?
It's great. It's great. At least
Which part of
the
Canada are you
weather is
from?
not cold now.
Vancouver.
I say it's not cold now. I'm actually from Nigeria, but I came to Canada.
Yes, I think I do remember talking to you
Yes,
before earlier
yes.
also.
Yeah. AAA has really been turning me around. It's my last paper yet. I've not been able to ace it.
What's the issue? I mean, like, why have you not been able to get through?
I don't know whether it's my typing speed. I think my typing speed is poor. So I'm trying to work on that. The last time I got 38, but I'm thinking, will I be able to, upgrade myself before this September, or I should just take December? So I'm kind of confused what I can do. Is there any strategy I can use to be able to ace it?
See, what happens is that do you work somewhere?
Right now, I work online. I've not really started working.
So don't you use a computer? That I mean, like,
I
because
do.
so why is your typing speed so slow?
I don't know. I don't know whether I'm expected to write more. That's why I said maybe it's my typing speed. I'm not very, very sure. I think
Okay.
AAA are required to type more. I don't know, because the time is not always enough.
Okay, so what I would actually suggest to you is that every single question that you do, just practice it on the word so that your typing speed automatically increases. And you see what happens is that just don't overthink about your typing speed. Just think about planning out the answers correctly and then writing down those answers, because you see what happens is that the typing speed cannot just improve overnight. It's going to improve over time. And that is only going to be if you keep on practicing more and more. So like, I think especially with somebody who's working, the typing speed should not have been an issue, but since it's an issue with you, so the only solution out of it is that just keep writing more and more.
I think 40 days is good enough for me to do that.
Good enough, lady, good enough. You've attempted it earlier, right?
Yeah.
So you see what happens is that I'm a firm believer of see, never miss out any opportunity. If you've got an opportunity right now, just give the paper now. Because you see what happens is that the circumstances, they keep on changing. The situations, they keep on changing. So if you may be thinking of deferring it till December, so maybe something else comes up your way and you might not be able to do it in December. So better that if you have got time now, just get it done now.
Yeah. And okay, sir, this syllabus change, is it not so much? I don't really know what the change is, but I know
Not
there's a
much,
change.
not
It's
much
not
of
much.
a change, not much of a change. Just for the sake of your ease, I could just show you that what is the change. You see, what happens is that there is a list of changes that are there. And if you could just see how the changes are, see auditor's report, minor wording change for clarity. That means technically no change. Completion and final review, learning objective becomes E2E, no change. Completion and final review, new learning objective to reflect importance of role of engagement quality control reviewer. That's basically because the quality control has been emphasized, right? So technically, if you would actually go about all these changes, there is no significant change. There is no significant change. There is just an amendment. There is just a modification, except that the scope of quality management has increased a bit. That's it. Otherwise, no change whatsoever.
Okay.
Right?
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So what you could, like if you are with us, what you could do is that you could, we would be sharing the assignments. So what you could do is that you could just keep on submitting your assignments and you will be getting marks out of that. Like they would be marked and you would be getting feedbacks on them.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay, is there anyone else having any other question? Please, Jangir, I think we can talk, but I'm really sorry. The WhatsApp is full and I'm not able to respond back to every single message. So really sorry about it. Maybe you could just message in the group and I could just stay connected, but I'm busy till midnight today because I have got sessions back to back. Okay, there's one final. Amna Shakil, do you have any questions to ask?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
सर मैं उर्दू में बता सकती हूँ?
बोले कोई मसला नहीं, बोले।
तो मैंने अभी SBR का अटेम्प्ट दिया था।
सही है, पास हो गया?
हाँ जी, तो
चले माशाल्लाह, मुबारक हो। आगे बोले।
AAA की तैयारी के लिए कितना टाइम चाहिए होता है? मतलब कि मेरे को स्क्रैच से, क्योंकि मैं एग्जाम्शंस के थ्रू कर रही हूँ, तो मेरी वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है AA से भी, तो इस वजह से मुझे।
कहाँ से आपने BS अकाउंटिंग फाइनेंस किया?
हाँ जी।
किस यूनिवर्सिटी से?
एयर यूनिवर्सिटी इस्लामाबाद।
एयर यूनिवर्सिटी इस्लामाबाद। अभी आप इस्लामाबाद में ही हैं?
जी।
सही है। देखिए मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं, अभी जो है ना, आई थिंक 31 जुलाई इज द लास्ट डेट फॉर पेइंग द एग्जामिनेशन फीस, दैट?
यस सर।
सही है ना? अच्छा, तो मैं अब आपको एक चीज ये सजेस्ट करूंगा कि अच्छा, आपने लेक्चर्स के हमारे साथ आप एनरोल हुई हैं?
नहीं सर, अभी
नहीं हुई, राइट? तो देखिए हमारे पास ना 3 ऑप्शंस हैं। मतलब एक मेरे अपने लेक्चर्स हैं, एक हमारे पास सर काशिफ कामरान के लेक्चर्स हैं और एक हमारे पास सर मुनीर शफी के लेक्चर्स हैं। अच्छा, अब ना पॉइंट इज, मुनीर शफी का कोर्स जो है ना वो लाइव हो रहा है, काशिफ कामरान और मेरा कोर्स रिकॉर्डेड है। तो आपके पास तीनों में से ऑप्शन है कि यू कैन एक्चुअली एनरोल विद एनी ऑफ द ट्यूटर्स whomsoever you want to, राइट? तीनों के डेमोज अवेलेबल है, तीनों की चीजें। मैं आपको सिर्फ एक चीज ये बता देता हूँ, गाइड कर देता हूँ कि देखें जो AAA का जो कोर्स है ना, वो AAA का कोर्स ऐसा है कि उसके लिए AA की बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज की जरूरत नहीं है। आप उस AAA के कोर्स को, अगर आपने SBR पास कर लिया ना, आपके पास SBR का नॉलेज आप पास कर सकती हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि उसकी रीजन है, AAA के अंदर आपको एक बेसिक स्किल चाहिए, और बेसिक स्किल क्या चाहिए कि उस रिपोर्टिंग की, अकाउंटिंग की नॉलेज को ऑडिट की सिचुएशन में अप्लाई करना, आपको ये बेसिक नॉलेज चाहिए, आपको और कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए। तो मेरा जो आपको मशवरा है ना, मेरा मशवरा ये कि आप इस वक्त जो है वो पढ़ना शुरू करें। और जब आप पढ़ना शुरू करेंगे ना, तो लाइक यू विल हैव 1 वीक्स टाइम, जिसके अंदर जब 31 जुलाई से पहले मे बी 29 जुलाई तक, 30 जुलाई तक यू कैन हैव असेसमेंट कि हाँ आपको समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा। आप आगे बढ़ पा रही नहीं बढ़ पा रही, so you will have a very good idea कि यार क्या मैं कर सकती हूँ नहीं कर सकती. So what I would suggest to you is that कि आप कोई भी मतलब यानी कि you could just review the demos on our website of Escribir Academy. किसी भी ट्यूटर का तीनों का देख लें, जो आपको समझ में आता है ना, उस ट्यूटर का आप हमारी टीम को बोलते हैं, आप उनको ये भी बोलते हैं कि मुझे 1 हफ्ते के लिए अलाउ कर दो कोर्स. और अगर कोई कुछ कहे तो जस्ट टेल देम कि आपकी जो वो मेरे से बात हो गई है, लाइक यू स्पोकन टू लुकमान रफीक, तो वो आपको इंशाल्लाह अलाउ कर देंगे. सही है ना? तो आप ये कर लें और फिर उसके बाद आप पढ़ना शुरू करें. एंड अगर आपका लेट से कि आपको डिसाइड हो जाता है कि यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट द पेपर, तो फिर आप फीस भर दीजिएगा हमारे पास. अगर आपका नहीं होता है कि नहीं आप नहीं देना, वैसे मेरे ख्याल में आप दे सकती हैं पेपर, क्योंकि माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज दैट यू आर अ फुल टाइम स्टूडेंट प्रॉब्ली. इज दैट?
Yes, sir.
हो जाएगा इजीली यार, बहुत इजीली हो जाएगा.
ठीक है, I'll try, इंशाल्लाह.
ये मैं व्हाट्सएप नंबर शेयर कर रहा हूँ स्क्राइबर का, आप इनसे बात कर ले. उससे पहले जो ना आप हमारी वेबसाइट विजिट करें scriberacademy.com, और उस वेबसाइट पे आपको जो है, एक तो हमारी राइटिंग इतनी खराब है, ओके, इस वेबसाइट पे आपको सारे जो ना वो सब्जेक्ट्स मिल जाएंगे. तो आप एक्सटेंसिव कोर्स में देख लीजिएगा, सर काशिफ कामरान का, मेरा और मुनीर शफी का. आपको जो ट्यूटर समझ में आता है आप देखें शुरू के डेमो लेक्चर्स, फिर देन यू कैन प्रॉब्ली गो अहेड विद इट, और यू कैन ऑप्ट फॉर एनी ऑफ द ट्यूटर्स. एंड देन कोई इशू नहीं है, जस्ट लेट द टीम नो कि आपको 1 हफ्ते के लिए एक्सेस दे दें, दे विल गिव इट टू यू फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. और फिर उसके बाद जो है क्या बोलते हैं कि जो है वो हम मतलब यानी कि उसके बाद पे कंटिन्यू कर लेंगे. अगर इस दौरान आपको कोई इशू होता है, कोई प्रॉब्लम होता है, तो मैं आप मुझे भी बोल सकती हैं. तो मतलब यानी कि वैसे प्रॉब्लम मैं व्हाट्सएप पे रीचेबल बहुत मुश्किल से होता हूँ. So but you could probably ask in some of the groups, तो वहाँ पे जो है शायद probably आपको reply आ जाएगा. This is a link of the community that I'm sharing with you people. Please join this for the AAA. So yes, Imran, please have yeah, Amna, is that okay for you? Amna Shakil, is that okay to you?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ji Imran, hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, last question. Sir, nowadays people are recommending some materials over there at ACCA website in
ACCA
the
Study Hub.
study hub. Yes. So because
Yes,
actually I have
that's okay. I
covered
mean,
my
like
course
there is
with
no extra material. You could just review it as a I mean a study kit. That's a study text. That's it. I mean, like you don't have to worry about it because
okay.
they're actually going to be applicable from 2024 June. They're not applicable right now.
Okay, because I have done my learning with Kaplan, so I am worried about is if there are any changes in the study hub material.
No. You don't have to worry about it. No,
Okay,
no,
perfect. Okay,
not something you should be
okay.
worried about,
Thank.
because Kaplan is still the official content provider of ACCA.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for attending the session. It was good to have you here. See you again, inshallah, next week with the schedule that is going to be shared with you. Thank you.